Good morning or good afternoon. This is Miss Siegel, and I am here to show you how to draw the proportions of a face. So remember that we are starting our portrait, so you should have a white piece of computer paper. I just have a large sketchbook that has an 8 by 11 piece of paper, and we are starting portrait ways. So this is portrait ways. The orientation is portrait, so it goes like this. This would be landscape orientation. Okay, so we're always going to have our paper in the portrait orientation when we're drawing a portrait. Okay, all right, so let's get started. The first thing that you want to do is you want to have something to look at. So if you have a mirror, you can place a mirror right in front of you so you could see your beautiful face. Okay. Or something that I like to do, and that's a lot easier, I would say, is taking a picture of yourself and looking at the picture right in front of you. So it could be on your Chromebook. You could take a picture using the camera feature on your Chromebook, or if you have an iPad or a phone, you could have it right in front of you, and you could be looking at a picture of yourself while you're drawing your self-portrait. Okay, we are going to start drawing our face. So when you start drawing, you must draw very lightly. So you are not applying a lot of pressure. And we are going to start with an oval shape. Notice how I am not applying a lot of pressure. And as I'm drawing, of course, I'm looking at my face, either in the mirror or in the picture. Okay, so that's a resource that you can use. This isn't all from your head, right? I'm an artist, but I do not draw a lot from my head. I do have to look at something, and that is okay. It doesn't make me less of an artist. It just makes me who I am and a different kind of artist. You can go ahead and draw in your neck a little bit. Okay. So what I'm doing today is I'm showing you the proportions of the face. So that means where my eyes go, where does my nose go, where do my lips go. I am not showing you how to draw your face, obviously. I'm showing you just the general ways of drawing your facial features and where these things go. The next thing you want to do, you could either get a ruler or you could just do it freehand. You want to draw a line straight down the middle of your oval, and remember, everything is still light, and then straight across the middle of your face. Okay, and this is going to help us with symmetry. What is symmetry? Symmetry means that if we cut it down the middle, it is similar on both sides or the same on both sides. Okay, asymmetry, if you read an A at the beginning of that, it means it's not symmetrical. So if I cut it down the middle, it's not the same on both sides. But when we're drawing a face, you want to aim for symmetry. Does symmetry mean it's the same exact wrinkles on both sides, the same exact everything on both sides? No, it does not. It just means it's similar on both sides. Okay? And when we're drawing a face, nothing is going to be exactly the same on both sides. Okay? Nobody's face is exactly symmetrical. All right, let's continue. After you've cut the face in both halves, you're going to draw a tiny dot in the middle of each of these sides in the middle line, and that's going to prepare us to draw our eye. Okay, we are going to just come down a little bit in the middle of the eye line. So I'm just going to write eyes, and then this would be our chin line. Chin. In the middle of our eyes and chin line, we are going to draw a tiny little line right there. And that's going to be the bottom of our nose. Granted, depending on the size of your nose, it could be a little bit lower, a little bit higher. It just depends on what kind of nose you have. If you have a long nose, short nose, things like that. So this is our nose line. And then right below the nose line, we will have our that. Mouth. And that is the middle of our mouth. Okay? All right. So we're going to go ahead and draw these features. I'm just going to show you the best way how, oh, one more thing. Our ears, they start at our eye line and they end at the bottom of our nose. So I'm just going to write over here. Ears. Okay. Let's get started. So the shape of our eyes is like a football. If you ever drew a football, it's a curve on the top, slight curve, and then a slight curve on the bottom. It depends what teacher you have. Some teachers like to say almond shape. I like to say football shape. It doesn't matter. Both the same. So you're going to go ahead and draw. And this line is supposed to help you in the middle because you're just drawing a slight curve on the very top of that line and a slight curve on the very bottom. Okay, so I have one eye there. If you want, sometimes I like to kind of just measure it up. It's about that size, but we can kind of fix it later. I'm still drawing lightly, guys. I am not pressing hard at all. Because just in case I have to erase, I don't want it to smudge. Okay, and of course it's not perfect, but it's the best I can do right now, and that's okay. And if your eyes look a little wonky right now, I want you to just keep going. Okay? All right. Inside our eyes are circles. So around these dark dots that are in the middle of our eyes, we're going to draw a circle. Okay, very light. Circle. Good job. Okay, so let's go to our nose. I have a trick about the bottom of your nose. The width, so the width of your eyes are actually the width of the bottom of your nose. So you can use that width, and it's approximately the same. If you want to go to your own face and measure the width of your eye to the width of your nose, you'll see that it's the same, approximately the same width. So that might help you in drawing the nose. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to erase that little line. I know it's right about here. Okay. So to draw a nose, there are a couple ways to draw your nose. You can do a simple nose, kind of just like half a triangle. Okay, that's a very simple nose. And I'm not going to be offended if you draw the simple nose. That's A-okay. You could draw a little cute nose. It could be like a cute up nose like that if you want, just very simple. But today I'm going to show you how to draw kind of a realistic nose. So you want to start by drawing a very light triangle. And you're going to draw it approximately the width of your eyes. So like that. You're not going to end the triangle. You're just going to kind of leave it open on the top. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a circle here. And a little circle here. And a little circle here. And remember, I'm drawing it very lightly. Okay. This is where it gets tricky. The nose is the hardest thing to draw, I think, on the face. What you're going to do is you are going to very carefully go underneath those three circles. So here's the first one. And see how I'm arching it a little bit where the nostril should be? There we go. And then I'm going to go underneath this circle, just a curve like that. And I'm also going to arch underneath this nostril right here. And I'm going to end right there. Let's make that a little more. There we go. Okay. So now I'm going to draw a little line here, just to show the tip of my nose. And I can kind of start working with kind of the shape of my nose. Remember, you're looking in the mirror to kind of look at the shape of your nose. And I'm going to start to kind of erase some lines here that I don't need. I don't really need these circles. Those were just to help me. Those were my helper circles. Okay, and then of course, as you look in the mirror, you're going to say, okay, well, my nostril is more like this, or I have a wider nose here, or I have a thinner nose here, and you're just going to play around with those lines and make it look as close to your nose as possible, because we all have very different noses. As you can see, I'm kind of drawing the lines up. These lines, as I reach up, are going to help me draw my eyebrows. So here are your eyebrow line. Here's your eyebrow line. Okay. You can draw your eyebrows. Okay, you can do them thick or thin. Okay. Okay. So now we're going to do our lips. So you have like a little tippy top of your lip there. So the mouth, this is supposed to be the middle of my mouth. So you want to draw kind of a smile to start. And you could draw the top of your lip here. Remember, you're looking at your own lips. So what I like to describe the top of my lip is like an M, but you kind of stretch it out. And you go kind of on the side here. And then on the bottom, I just like to do a little like that. Okay. Now for the hairline starts about right here. And then if you have long hair, short hair, you just stop it where you see it, but you always want to go an inch down from the top of your head. You might have bangs. If you have long hair, it's going to cover the side right there, okay? For the ears, I know I'm rushing, I'm sorry, because I have 15 minutes to record this video. For the ears, it's going to be kind of like a long oval. So you're going to start at the eye line and then go down. And that's the easiest way to draw your ears. You can add earrings. You can add the inside of your ear if you want to really look at your ear in the mirror. You can add shadows. Okay. And as you are finishing up your portrait, you are going to probably be erasing some lines to get your chin in there, to get more details of what your face looks like, because everybody's looks different. Maybe you have a nice wide jaw, maybe you have a thinner looking face, maybe you have a rounder looking face, maybe you have high cheekbones that you can add. Okay, and then just finishing it off. It takes a lot of light drawing and then erasing and things like that. And then you're going to start going into your details. Eyelids, shadows, eyelashes. What else? Rosy cheeks. Dark eyes, light eyes. Okay? And after you finish drawing the face, you're going to go ahead and create your skin tone using your crayons. All right, guys. Good luck. Please be nice to yourself. This is the hardest thing to draw. It's not easy, but I know you guys can do it. And it takes a lot of practice. So just draw lightly, okay? Good luck, everybody. See you later.